I've been making props and costumes for my short film. Hello, Simon Craig here. Now, some of you may have seen that recently I put my film prop making into practice and made a short film called The Soul Stealer. This was a very short film indeed. For a film challenge on Film Riot, it had to be under 2 minutes. If you haven't seen The Soul Stealer yet, go and watch it so that we don't spoil it here. The Soul Stealer. This is set in a dark, futuristic world where scavengers roam the streets. These scavengers, known as Scavengers, were Hessian. I've got this as Hessian because I found that cotton, which is where I was first looking for sort of a peasant look, looked too well made. Modern cotton has a very tight weave compared to the look that I was after, so I had to go with Hessian. One of the things I learned was you should dye your Hessian before you make your items rather than dyeing made items. Here is a Scavenger's head mask. It has his respirator, which he's made from scavenged cans and has filled with all sorts of wire wool. It has his eyepieces so that he can see through. While I was looking at how to make a repeatable scavenger gas mask, I found some tutorials called Monster Tutorials by Eduardo Talbot. And he has a much more horrific version than this. I'll put a link down below. Thank you, Eduardo. You really sorted out some of the problems I was having making my Hessian gas masks. Unfortunately, head socks for decorators aren't available in the UK. On the inside, we have used a children's mask. This, I think, was a bear. Similarly, here's a monkey. They're a pound. This also gave a sort of snout shape to the face. My scavengers also usually wear a poncho affair made from Hessian also, and a hood. I should get around to a video about making these because they're really useful. For all sorts of eras, peasants appear everywhere. Next I move on to the Scavengers' weapons. They use quite crude blades that are very similar to blades sold at Halloween in the cheap shops. I took one of these, which was painted even more crudely than this, sprayed it black and ragged it down with some silver paint, as with this one too. Halloween's a great time of year for props. We have our hero, Jacob. Jacob wears a coat with no arms. I put that in quite early as it's a fashion that hasn't really been done before, and I thought this tells you that something's up in that it's not modern day, it's not past what's going on. And then we see the battle prod. The battle prod was made with plastic pipe with 2 layers of pipe lagging and then carved with a simple blade like this. In the end of it we have pieces of EVA foam glued back to back and then carved into a rough shape. We have another piece which has patterns cut into it and then run over with a heat gun so that the pattern opens up, and in the end we have a torch. This is the sort of torch I used. Again, they're £1 from the discount shop. This torch isn't a very directional one, which is the effect that I wanted, and I drilled a hole in. I don't know if you can see, I drilled the hole in so I could lead a cable, a small wire, down here and out at this end. Now, I was very busy in the coming up of the production of this short, so I didn't have time to buy a switch to put on here. However, these 2 wires, if we tap them together, it turns on, and if we tap it again, they turn off. They turn off, in theory. Turn on and turn off. It worked that time. The lightning was added in post. If I'm going to use this again, something I learned is that the pipe lagging that I carved into doesn't hold the paint very well. So I think we're going to need some layers, more layers of PVA glue, that's white glue, to hopefully give it a better surface. I hope that's good enough and I don't have to go as far as using Plasti Dip. So now, having made my first shot, The Soul Stealer Part 1, you'll all be waiting for Part 2. This is coming. First, I might make one or two others, possibly in the same world as Jacob and Vanessa. You'll have to wait and see. If you haven't seen The Soul Stealer, click below for a link. If you have seen it, watch it again. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe and you'll see more things coming up shortly. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Goodbye.